With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Moore, the man in motion. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got room. That one 28 yards on the ground. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. He's got it to the 43 here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 43 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the 2-point play.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Pushes him over. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lynch up the middle. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On second down, Culpepper. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 76 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Lynch running the counter. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
second down. Lynch. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. In on the tackle there, Ray Nitschke, and his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
Look, I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey and him rattling running backs and getting after quarterbacks. He used to wrap his forearms up, and he just had the big flipper come up and bump people in the chest. He was an absolute marvel playing in the linebacker position, especially right there in the middle. A Hall of Famer in 1978, and deservedly so. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The slot man in motion right. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Fitzpatrick. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Bettis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jerome Bettis, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Moore, the man in motion. They begin with Henry. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 30 on second down, Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Slot man moves right. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. The sack by Julius Peppers. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Fitzpatrick, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Moore, the man in motion. On second down, here's Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dave Casper from 17 yards out. And his guys are going to take the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people looked at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because it went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
First down, the run with Lynch. And some room to roam now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for him. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Chancellor, he can do it all. This time it's a sack on the safety blitz. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Culpepper. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. James has got it. Complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
James. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Moore, the man in motion. Here's James. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He's back to throw. Got a man complete. Calvin Johnson. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now Fitzpatrick.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's into the clear again.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game win. He's got a man, complete, 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, and now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40, the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's Fitzpatrick.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Fitzpatrick.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock. Fitzpatrick to throw.
Flushed out right.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Fields going to throw right away. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Fields. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Fields. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On play action, Fields. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Chase Young He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Gonzalez's kick is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run again with Lynch, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And he's got the open man. It's Marshall on the comebacker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
Switch up. 45. Mike, 45.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Steelers have taken the lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
To throw again on second down. Fields steps away to his left.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
To throw is Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fields. He dumps it off for Henry. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fields now to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Marshall coming in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here comes Marshall in motion right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go up the middle with Lynch. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marshawn Lynch. Yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Derrick Henry, 73 yards. And the Bears have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. On the screen, it's Bettis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the blast, watch the blast. Watch the safety creep. Check 24, check 24.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pound it with a big back Bettis. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick. Crabtree with it over the middle. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Now Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And a big
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the first play of the game. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Donald Parham from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down throw for Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And this is a true fan favorite here in the Northwest, Marshawn Lynch. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
to throw. Fields. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down. Fields. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Justin Jefferson, 52 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. An inside run with Lynch. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And Fitzpatrick's throw pulled in by Marshall. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and pound it in with Bettis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Again, they'll run with Bettis, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jerome Bettis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Fields.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. That goes out wide to Murray.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Fields throwing again.
Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Being chased out left.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Laviska Shenault.
45 yards.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
First down, Fitzpatrick. That's caught out left side by Casper. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks.